If your body feels stiff, sore, or low on energy this morning, I'm going to show you how to get moving without causing any pain. If we haven't met, my name's Mike and I'm a certified yoga instructor with 5 years of experience teaching people how to move better, get stronger, and reduce chronic pain. But back to your body, for today's class, all you're going to need is a few props. You need 2 books that are the same size and a cushion if you like to sit on for the start of class. If you need to pause the video to go get your props, please do so, and we'll meet back here in a seated position. Find a comfortable seat, ideally cross-legged if you can. Maybe you've got the cushion underneath your hips. Relax your hands either onto the knees or into the lap. Lengthen through the spine. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Close the eyes if you feel like it. We're just going to start by bringing awareness to our breath. So keeping the mouth sealed, I want you to breathe in through the nose and slowly out through the nose. You're just paying attention to your breath to begin. Try not to force more air in, just try to breathe naturally. Relax the hips. Now you might start to extend the breath a little bit more, slowly breathing in, slowly breathing out. Now I want you to place one hand on the belly just beneath the ribcage, one hand over the heart. From here, when you breathe in, I want you to feel both hands lift, lungs inflate. When you breathe out, feel both hands sink back down. Breathing in, feel the hands lift, feel the ribcage expand to the sides and the back. Breathing out slowly, let the air go. So we're just balancing out the nervous system with some slow, calm breathing through the nose. It's a really great way to prep your body for movement work. One more big breath, slow exhale. Very good. Let the hands float back to the knees or the lap. Keep the eyes closed if you want. Tuck the chin to the chest. Now slowly bring the chin over to the left shoulder. And nice and slow lift the chin through the top, slowly over to the right shoulder. And back down through center. Keep breathing, just go nice and slow. If there's any pain, just take the movement a little bit easier if you need during smaller circles. Reverse the circles back the opposite direction. And slowly float the head back to center. Bring the fingertips onto the fronts of the shoulders, bring the elbows together. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, flare the elbows back and down. Imagine the wrists are connecting behind the head. They don't actually have to connect, you're just really accentuating the movement. Big inhale, lift the elbows together and up. Exhale, back and down. So we're doing controlled articulated rotations just to help lubricate the joints. Reverse the circles back the opposite direction. Last one, big circle, keep breathing. Very good. Just release the hands down. From here, you're going to take this left leg, bring it out. Now the same side arm, it's going to come under the knee, and you're going to grab that left palm onto that right forearm, and then just grab onto the shin. From here, make sure you're comfortable. You're just going to pick that leg up, leaning back a little bit, and we're going to circle into this ankle. So all I want you to do is flex the feet, flex the foot, flex the toes. You're going to turn the foot out to the side, then you're going to point the foot down. You're going to come to the other side. You're going to lift the foot up and flex the toes. So you're just going to go nice and slow, circling into this ankle. Start real easy, especially if the ankle is quite tight or a little bit painful. And then as it warms up, you can slowly increase the range. Just don't rush it. Make sure you're not going fast. Keep breathing and make sure that leg's supported by holding onto it nice and strong. Just going to be working a bit on the ankles today. So help to warm them up properly. Reverse the circles back the opposite direction. If you notice a bit of notchiness or the ankle skipping past certain ranges, that's normal. It takes a bit of time to build the mind-muscle connection there, so just be patient, keep going slow, try not to rush. 2 more big circles. And very good. Release that foot down, switch. Same side arm comes under the knee, grabs onto the opposite forearm. That hand grabs onto the shin. Pick the foot up, lean back, and flex the toes, flex the foot, bring it out to the side, point the toes, point the foot, bring it to the other side, flex the foot. Just like so. Just going nice and slow. If you hear any clicking or crunching, it's fine as long as it's not painful. Reverse the circles back the opposite direction. Keep breathing, keep going slow. Last big circle. Very good. Release that foot down. Now we're going to make our way into a tabletop on our hands and knees. I'm going to rotate to face the side. You can just move your cushion or pillow out of the way. From here, be on your hands. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Toes are tucked. You're just going to shift back, stretch into the feet, pulse forward, stretch into the wrists and the forearms. So just be nice and careful, pulsing back and forward. Flexing the fingers as if you're high-fiving the ground, showing the eyes of the elbows towards the front, pulsing forward and back. And draw some circles around the wrists, making sure to avoid any sharp pain. Just take it easy if you need to. Reverse the circles the opposite direction. Very good, back to neutral. From here, sit back onto the heels, stretching into the feet, keeping the toes tucked. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can just elevate the hips to take the pressure off the feet. And from here, you're just going to shake the hands out. You're going to interlace the fingers and you're just going to roll some figure eights through the wrists, through the hands. Now we're also stretching out the bottoms of the feet, so this can get pretty intense, especially if you're new to this sort of movement, so just take your time with it. If you need to untuck the toes, you can. Very good. Shake the hands out. Bring the hands forward, flex the fingers, squeeze, make a fist. Flex, squeeze. Keep it going. A little bit faster. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out, land back down into that tabletop position. From here, if the wrist is sensitive, you can be on the knuckles if you need to be, otherwise palms are flat. I want you to bring your right knee to the center, and then you're going to lift your left knee up. You're going to flex the left foot, you're going to bring that left knee forward, you're going to open that left leg out to the side, and then you're going to turn the bottom of the foot towards the sky, towards the ceiling, then you're going to bring that knee through center. So go nice and slow, hip circles, really lifting that knee up as high as you can, trying to keep the hips square. Then bring that foot to the face the sky, and the knee comes through center, nice and slow. So take your time, just like the other controlled rotations we did with each of the other joints. You're going to be really slow, and you're going to be focusing on the breath as you move. Reverse the circles back the opposite direction. Keep the arms strong. Try not to bend the arms at all. Just keep the upper body nice and stable. One more full circle. Very good. Land that knee down. A little wobble just before you switch sides. Bring that left knee to the center. Lift that right knee up. Bring the right knee forward. Open that right leg out to the side, flex the foot, then just slowly turn the bottom of the foot to face towards the ceiling. Bring the knee through center. Keep circling nice and slow, keep breathing through the nose, not holding the breath. Constantly breathing is super important. Of course, if there's any pain under the knee, you can add some cushioning under it. If you're on a mat, you can roll the side up or just put a cushion underneath it. If the wrist is sensitive, you can always be on the knuckles. So we're not pushing through any pain, we're adjusting as we need. Now reverse the circles back the opposite direction. Keep it nice and slow and controlled, keep the arms strong. Last 2. Last 1. And land that knee back down. Very good. Untuck the toes. Keep knees under hips, hands under shoulders. You're going to take a big inhale. You're going to start to drop the belly. You're going to slowly lift the head and the chest. Look forward slightly. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone first. Roll through the spine nice and slow. Push through the hands. Squeeze the core. Tuck the chin. Cat pose. Inhale to cow. Slowly drop the belly. Lift the head. Lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll through the spine, slowly push through the hands, tuck the chin, squeeze the core. Keep transitioning between these two movements on your own with your breath. Closing the eyes if you want to. Back to neutral. Very good. From here, keep the hands planted. Tuck the toes. Push through the hands. I want you to send the hips up towards the sky, lifting the knees off the ground. And then dropping your chest towards the tops of the thighs. So you can keep the knees bent here in this downward facing dog, hiding the heels. I want you to make sure you're just trying to focus on keeping the spine nice and long with the knees bent to start. Then if you want to, keeping a long spine, you can drop one heel down as you bend the other leg, and then just alternate walking your dog. Just keep pushing the hands into the ground. Keep breathing, taking any little micro movements that feel good for you. Of course, if you need to set the knees down for a break, you can, just not pushing through any sharp pain. Keep breathing. Come high onto the toes. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, slowly roll forward through the spine into a high plank. You can set the knees down here if you need to. Take a big inhale. Exhale, slowly leading back with the tailbone into downward facing dog. Come high onto the toes, big inhale. Exhale, shift forward, slowly rolling through the spine. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. You want your hips in line with your shoulders. Big inhale. Exhale, send the hips up and back, nice and slow, downward facing dog. Hold it here, we'll do one more. Come high onto the toes, big inhale. Exhale, roll forward. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, shift back, nice and slow. Downward facing dog. Pedal through the legs. Take 3 big breaths. If this is just getting challenging for you, you can set the knees down, take a break. Otherwise, you can push through. Just listen to your body. Maybe this movement, this strength, this warmth is what it needs. Look towards the hands. Come high onto the toes, bend the knees, step the feet towards the hands. Now you're in a forward fold with your knees bent. You're letting your upper body just completely relax. If there's any pain in the lower back, bend your knees more. Bring your spine up to neutral if you need to. Take an inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Bring your spine nice and long. Looking down at the mat or the ground. Exhale, fold forward and down. So inhale, lift and straighten the spine. Exhale, round down, fold through the spine. 2 more, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. And 1 more, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now you might sway a little side to side here. You might bend one leg as you straighten the other, kind of like we did with the down dog, just listening to the body. If the hamstrings are quite tight, bending the knees more really helps relieve some of that stretch. Take a big bend in the knees now. Gently push through the feet. I want you to slowly roll through the spine after standing, nice and slow. Take your time squeezing the glutes as you start to rise up. Take a nice big inhale, swoop the hands up. As you exhale, bring the hands together down through heart center. And the hands to your sides. Nicely done. Take a few breaths. We're going to need the books now. So get your books side by side, so they're nice and level. So these are going to help elevate our heels for going into a deep squat. If you've struggled with deep squatting before, sometimes having a limitation in the flexibility of your ankles can make it really hard. So we're using these blocks here to elevate our heels. So position them so you're happy with them. And I want you to just step on so that your heels are placed on the book. So your heels will be lifted slightly. Now you can bring your feet about hip width apart or wider. Now if you've had problems with your knees in the past and squatting deep is quite painful for you, you can get a chair and you can use that chair for hand support to help pull you out of the bottom of the squat. Otherwise, if you feel confident going down and up, then you're fine without a chair. So to start with, get your feet positioned. Make sure your toes are pointing just out slightly. Now I like to bring my hands forward, backs of the hands facing front, palms facing towards me. Now I want you to imagine your knees are going forward and your hips are dropping straight down. So I'm going to count. We're going to go down for a count of 5, hold for a second, and up for a count of 3. So we'll go together, take a big inhale. As we exhale, start to lower down nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sinking in just above that complete rest, slightly up from that complete rested position, and then come up for 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. If there's any pain in the knee, grab the chair, grab some support. You don't have to do it unassisted if you don't want to. Let's try it again though. If you're ready, hands up, take a big inhale. As you exhale, lower down nice and slow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here, big inhale. Exhale, come up for 3, 2, 1. We're going to go again. Try and keep your spine super long, super tall, super straight. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower down nice and slow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the chest tall, looking forward and up slightly. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift up for 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're just going to do 2 more. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tall spine, big inhale. Exhale up, 3, 2, 1. Nice one. Last rep. We're going to hold at the bottom this time. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower down, 5, knees forward, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Now you can sink into a passive deep squat here. So you're all the way down and you're resting. Try and focus on having a tall spine. And again, if there's any pain in the knees when you do this, you can support yourself with a chair, or you could have something underneath your hips that you sit on slightly. There's a few options, but for this one, just having the heels elevated, you may notice if you struggled to squat deep before, this can really help you just sink down and get into that position. So holding here if you're comfortable, if not, take a seat if you need to. We'll be there soon. Now I want you to just rock a little bit to the left side or the right side and just sway into that ankle slightly. Get a little bit of a stretch, rock around to the other side. Now avoiding any sharp pain in the knee. Might be a little discomfort in the ankle or that knee. Just make sure it's not sharp. Keep it below a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10 at most. So you want to be really careful here. Listening to the body. Just keep swaying side to side into those ankles. Try and keep a nice tall spine. Very good. Now from here we're going to do a twist. You don't have to, but if you feel confident, you're going to take your right hand, you're going to grab around your left ankle. You're going to try and use that outside of that right tricep to keep the right knee open. Don't let the right knee collapse in. Keep it open. Open this left hand up towards the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, bring that hand down. Switch sides. Left hand grabs the right ankle. Drive that left knee open. Open that right hand up to the sky. Big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly float that hand back down. Very good. Last hold. Flex the feet as if you're trying to bring the feet up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1. We're just going to find a seat. Good job. You can move the books out of the way now. All the way out of the way. From here, I'm just going to shift to face you. You can stay wherever. Bring the hands behind you, feet slightly wider apart than the hips. From here, you're just going to windscreen wipe the feet side to side. So when I drop the knee down, it comes just beneath the foot when it lands. And you alternate side to side. If your knee doesn't go all the way down, that's completely fine. Just don't force it. Just want to coax the flexibility out. As always, when it comes to improving mobility and flexibility, you want to be gentle. You don't want to try and force it. You just want to get a little bit further each time. And after the span of a few weeks to months even, you'll notice some improvements. But if you go too hard at the first time and you try and force something, your nervous system will go into a protection mode and it might cause an injury. So you want to be super careful. Keep this breathing slow and steady. Now, if you want to add a challenge and do this without the hands, shift the hips back, remove the hands, and then windscreen wipe the knees. Don't have to, just another option here. Keep breathing. So even if you're just windscreen wiping with the hands, that's fine. I'll meet you there. Now we'll do one more option for those that want to take it even a little bit further. So let's say you bring your knees to one side. As your legs as they are, you want to bend that back leg a little more. Keep the front leg as it is. Then you're just going to try and use your legs to bring your hips up, just like so. Keeping the top of that foot flat, and slowly with control sit back down. Then windscreen wipe to the other side, big bend in the legs, lifting the hips up if you want, lowering down with control. Again, only doing this if you feel up to it, if the hips feel like this will be good for them. If it doesn't work for you, just go to one of the previous variations. Nicely done. Do one more. Very good. Bring the hands behind you. From here, find a nice comfortable seat, cross-legged, with your cushion or without, your choice. Rest your hands. Close your eyes if you want. Now I just want you to go internal. I want you to imagine and just noticing now how your body feels, and then comparing it to how you might have felt at the start of the class. So noticing any tight spots or areas that were released, or perhaps areas in the body you didn't realize were holding tension. Keep taking slow, deep breaths. Very good. If you want to add a twist, you can. Place one hand to the knee, another hand behind you, and just gently twist. Maybe alternate sides. Very good. Congratulations to yourself for putting in some time to move your body. How to move. Our goal is to help 1 million people feel more flexible, get stronger, and reduce chronic pain by 2030. Hopefully you can become one of these people. As you go throughout your day, if you meet or come across anyone who you think might need some movement like this in their life, feel free to share this routine with them. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for sharing this time with me.